Hello? Oh, wow. Right, so I have done this video twice, and twice I've been interrupted. First time by family, and I can't do a Christian Bell on family. You cannot speak to your family like that. Well, I can't. They can to me. And then I just did this video, and the fucking meter man comes and rings the bell.
Hello, it's Dave from Southern Electricity.
Ring on my doorbell again, and I will pour this blackcurrant tea on your face, and I will let it burn you, you fucking idiot. So, we're going to talk about Steve Austin and the heel turn, and someone asked me to do this video, and it actually isn't a subscriber, it's a friend of mine, because I had a belief as to one of the reasons why it didn't work, and I'm going to have to kind of make this short and sweet, because I guarantee you someone will interrupt me again. Either the phone will ring, or the doorbell will go, or something will happen, and I'm just going to lose my shit. So, people said that putting him with Vince McMahon was one of the reasons why it didn't work, because they were such mortal enemies. People said it was because it was in his hometown, because, you know, the hometown hero is not going to get booed, and I do agree with that. People said they didn't have quality enough baby faces for afterwards, because after he did turn heel, The Rock had to go to do a film. The Undertaker was not at his best at that time, and they were not really ready to go with the Hardys too, to be honest with you. And even when The Rock did come back, he didn't feud with Austin right away. He, in fact, didn't feud with Austin at all. They kind of were far away from each other, and a lot of people felt that those were some of the factors, and I do agree. I do agree that putting with Vince McMahon wasn't the best idea. It didn't gel. Having him with Triple H didn't really gel, because Hunter was the mastermind behind it all. Having him with Kurt Angle was quite a funny pairing, but Angle is really at that point a natural obnoxious heel, not a natural heroic babyface. And I do agree that he didn't have the quality enough babyfaces to feud with. What I feel was one of the factors as to why his heel turn did not work, it has a lot to do with real life. And what I'm talking about is, in '97 we saw real life before our very own eyes at SummerSlam '97 of that year, when Owen Hart pole drove him wrong, and he had that awkward landing on his neck, and he was paralyzed temporarily. But it was a very scary image and sight for fans to have seen, because we knew that this was not part of the show, this was real. And there was a lot of speculation that Austin might retire because the neck was so bad. He came back and he modified his style, and he went on to have a great year in '98, an even better year in '99. But then again, that neck started to play up, and there were rumours at the time that Austin was going to turn heel anyways, when The Rock turned face, and him and Austin were the top two babyfaces in the company, and people believed that Rock would have the babyface run in 2000 against Steve Austin as the heel. Those plans were scrapped for a year when Austin was taken off TV and off of Raw and off of anything WWF, when he had that neck injury and he had to have surgery. And I remember, and this is the key thing that I remember, and I want to drill this home hard. At school, we had Channel 4, and Channel 4 and Sky 1, well, Sky 1 was a cable channel, but Channel 4 started airing WWF, and we got Sunday Night Heat every Sunday in the afternoon, so everyone at school had watched it because it was accessible. Channel 4 was a very popular channel. They had this great package on the weekends for like young people, and WWF was part of their Sunday package, and they were getting a lot of press at that time. It was the Attitude Era. Everyone was watching, and everybody watched that interview with Steve Austin, and you can find it on YouTube. And he's at his ranch with Jim Ross, and he's got that neck collar on all the way up here, and he's just had his surgery, and he looks so weak and so frail and in so much pain and agony. Like, really, you almost feel like they shouldn't really be doing this interview just yet. He looks so uncomfortable, and he's just sat there and he's like that as he's breathing, answering the questions, deep breaths. He looks like he's in pain when he breathes. And the next day afterwards, that's all that everyone could talk about at school. Not, the angles of Triple H and Mick Foley or anything like that. No, everyone was talking about that interview, and the fear from kids in school was, is Steve going to retire? Because he looks in agony. And everyone believed it. And then you fast forward to Backlash, and he was the special enforcer, and obviously he couldn't train because of that neck injury, and he came out very out of shape, and he was blasting everyone with chair shots because that's all he could do. And there was that image of when Vince McMahon was on the floor and Austin does his he couldn't spring right back up, and he looked like he was in pain again, and he was trying to find the ropes, and he had to kind of support himself back up. And it was quite a sad sight to see that for someone that a year prior to that was kicking everyone's ass and was on fire, to see him kind of having to struggle to get up the ropes. And I know a lot of people complained about them putting him out there when he was not in great shape. He was in a lot of pain, you could see it. And you fast forward to him coming back, everyone's so happy to see him come back. And I think that a part of why his comeback was successful as a babyface at that time was because of the real life circumstances behind his neck injury, the fact that he suffered temporary paralysis, that he had this painful neck surgery and rehab, and he was in a lot of pain. And in a way, you know, he's this shit talker, he gives everyone the finger, doesn't give a fuck. He was a sympathetic character to such an extent where I think fans just wanted to see him back and wanted to see him thrive. And when he won the Royal Rumble and Jim Ross played up to that in the promo, fans, it kind of hit home, wow, this is a comeback. And this comeback is going to culminate at WrestleMania in his hometown for the WWF title, a belt that he has not had in over a year, against The Rock. And obviously now the talk of him turning heel starts up. But I felt coming into WrestleMania that I wanted Steve to win, but I knew he was going to turn, and I told people and no one believed me. And they did the interview, they did the Deborah angle and that failed. Then they did the interview with Steve and Rock in the locker room, and that confirmed for me that he might do something, because the way he was talking, he was desperate. He'll do anything to win because you have something that I want, and I've been away for a year with this goddamn neck surgery, and I'll do anything, and you have the belt and I want it. Two alpha males talking. You get the feeling that Steve is going to do something, and especially how he is towards Jim Ross in that interview tells me that he's going to snap and he's going to turn, and that's what happened. And the fact is, we have seen him in that physical pain with those real life situations. He's got this big comeback in his hometown at WrestleMania. You know, it's a fairy tale story in that respect. And I felt that that was a big factor as to why the fans didn't want to boo him, because they wanted to see Steve back on form, on fire, and winning the title. And when he turned, fans didn't really warm to him in that. And I know a lot of fans who kind of thought and felt like that in my neck of the woods, and I know that there are other fans that felt like that. And I'm not taking away from the other factors, because I do agree with them, but I do feel that this is an overlooked factor, that the fact that we had seen what had happened to Steve with his neck, fans felt so sympathetic towards him that when he won, they were not going to boo him. They were happy that he won. They were just happy to see Steve win, and that's why it didn't work. The thing is, if you then fast forward to the summer, the heel turn he did then worked, because he turned on WCW, and I actually felt a lot more organic this time. But had that been the heel turn and not the WrestleMania one, maybe things would have been different. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to stop because I have a feeling someone's going to ring the bell, and I'm going to throw this and scald them and scar them for life and probably rip their carcass off. So I'm going to stop. You let me know what you think. Anyone who watches this for the first time, hi, I'm Buff Been Stuffed. I do wrestling and MMA videos, and sometimes I talk about comic books and other weird stuff that, you know, we're all into. Comment, rate, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm going to try and make this a video response to a video I can find that is linked to this. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Write your comments, let me know. Do you think that Steve never could have turned heel? Do you think that he should have always stayed babyface? Do you think what I think, that neck, the real life circumstances added as to why fans didn't want to boo him that time? Let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to stop, download this and upload this off of Google Chrome because Opera's fucking me off. Guys, take care, comment, rate, subscribe, and have a good weekend. Canelo Alvarez Mayweather, fucking looking forward to that. Mathise and Garcia, that's going to be a great scrap. Guys, let me know what you think about that. I am going to get out of here, and bye.